Hi everyone, welcome to another clay class video. Today we'll be learning how to make this Haku charm, and the simple no-leak method I use to seal my clay shakers. I'll first be showing how to make the dragon, so feel free to skip directly to here for clay shaker instructions. Make the body by creating a large egg shape. Press down on it with a flat surface so the top is even. Use a large ball tool to create the indent, and then a smaller ball tool to define the cavity shape. Roll out a small oval for the snout. Place 2 small black eyes on either side. Take a small bit of green, roll it into an oval, and flatten it. Cut off the curve of one side and place it onto the top half of the snout. Place a little pink oval for the nose. Roll out a white snake and make the ends taper in. Cut it in half and attach them to the bottom of the snout as whiskers. Make the front of the mane by taking a triangle and making a cut down the middle. Pinch the tune points so they're smooth and place it on top of the head. Create a short yellow snake and cut it in half for the horns. Make a white diamond and then a smaller pink diamond. Place the pink onto the white and cut it in half to make 2 triangles. Place them on either sides of the horns. Flatten out a purple oval and place it into the cavity for the stomach. Use a ball tool to smooth out the edges. Insert an eye pin onto the top. I'm going to use 2 hearts to fill the shaker, so first make a flat pink triangle. Then take a silicone tool to indent the middle. Bake these according to package instructions. Here's my baked charm, and now I'm going to completely glaze the entire thing. This is how I cure my charms in the UV box. I get the light boxes that are flat on top so I can flip it over, and then I remove the bottom and then hang the charm on a bamboo stick that goes across the top of the box. Then I take the bottom that I just removed and put it onto the top like a lid so it reflects light back onto the charm. Okay, so after the charm is done curing, you could pretty much fill it with anything you want. I'm using a small nail decoration gems and the clay hearts that we made before. At this point, the normal way of sealing shakers would be to line the edge with UV resin. Then you inject the shaker with oil into the cavity and cover it with a piece of plastic film. Cure the UV resin to seal the plastic, and then glaze over the plastic and around the edges again to make sure nothing will leak out. However, I'm really bad at this method because I either put in too little oil and the air bubble is too big, or I put in too much oil and it leaks everywhere when I try to cover it with the plastic. So instead I use this method. Rather than filling the charm with baby oil or special shaker oil that doesn't freeze, I use coconut oil that does freeze, which makes sealing it super easy. It doesn't require any plastic film, and I've never experienced any leaking while doing this. This method isn't perfect though because the shakers are no longer actual shakers when it gets under around 77 degrees Fahrenheit and the oil starts to freeze up. However, the shakers do work fine again when the temperature is warm enough. I'm using this small syringe to transfer the oil to the charm. Inject the oil from the middle of the cavity and avoid getting it onto any of the sides. After the cavity is filled, use the needle to push down any filling bits that have floated to the surface. Here's my filled shaker. And now I slowly take it to either the fridge or the freezer. The oil needs to be completely solid for the next step. Here is my charm after 15 minutes in the freezer. As you can see, the oil has condensed and now some parts of the hearts are sticking out. We need everything to be completely covered in oil, so I'm adding another layer and sticking it back into the freezer. Here's the charm after freezing the second time. Now the oil covers all the shaker parts and is completely frozen. To seal it, squeeze out a puddle of resin onto the oil. Rotate the shaker so the puddle expands and covers the edges and entire cavity. Put it under the UV light until the second layer of resin cures. Now that the shaker is completely done and sealed, we could do the mane and tail. Roll out a snake of green and make it taper in on one end. Measure it against the charm to make sure the length is okay. If it is, take it off the charm and pinch the top so it's triangular shaped. Cut some ridges and use your fingers to make them more pointy. For the tail, make a flat dewdrop shape and use a needle tool to indent the middle and the sides. Attach it to the bottom of the mane. Adjust them into the desired shape and then take them off to be baked. Once baked, use super glue to attach the mane and tail back on. Glaze with UV resin and let it cure in the UV box one more time. Here's my completed charm. When the oil is liquid, the inside shaker bits flow normally. This isn't the most perfect method, but for me, it is the most effective and simple way of making charms like this. I hope this was helpful and provided good insight on how to make easy shaker charms. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.